Good morning everybody, my name is Mike Inkley and I'm a European visionary photographer with Olympus. Purpose of this video today is something tremendously exciting for me, and that is the launch of a new lens, which is the new 100 to 400. That's an f5 to 6.3 image stabilized lens, and it's been sort of announced for a while now on some of the websites, and I have the joy today of having a pre-production model that's just arrived. This morning we will literally just have a quick look at an unboxing of it, and I will show it to you compared to the 300mm and the 40 to 150 existing Pro lenses. This is quite an exciting moment for me because I've never seen one. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time one has actually been out of the box in the UK, and so it's a little bit of a journey of discovery. So let's have a look and see what we've got. I have here one of my EM1Xs with a 40 to 150 on. That is the Pro 2.8 lens. I've also got a 300mm f4 Pro here. And to give you a scale for those of you who don't use the M1X and the Pro lenses, I also have a Pen F with a 45mm 1.8, which, as you're probably aware, is one of the smallest, most compact lenses that we do, but also is fabulous quality and is one of the great portrait lenses of the current time. So 100 to 400 then. Here's the box. It's a good sized box. It's a typical Olympus box. It's very well finished. The protection inside is good, and as I open it here, I've got to lose, I'm afraid, a little bit of the polystyrene, which is always a bit of fun on these things. There's no doubt about it that having them well packaged out of the factory makes a huge difference to the security when you get them. And here I have the lens, and in the bottom of the box here I also have a lens hood. Sorry for turning my back on you there, terribly rude. So, lens hood wise, very straightforward, bayonet fitting, it's LH76D. And that is packaged with the lens, which is always nice to see. And here we have the lens itself. So this is the 100 to 400, and I have to say it's a good solid weight. It feels beautifully made. And one of the things about what in traditional terms is a 200 to 800, which you're probably aware nobody makes, is that it does require quite a lot of glass to make a fantastic lens, and Olympus have always prided themselves on having some of the best glass in the business, if not the best. And certainly my experience, and I'm 5 years of shooting Olympus professionally in about 3 weeks, is that this is undoubtedly going to be another fantastic lens. And for all you wildlife shooters, being able to pick up a 200 to 800 and be able to carry it around with you is quite impressive. Weight wise, I'm thinking pretty much the same as the 300 f4 Pro. There doesn't seem to be a lot in it. And size wise, if I put them there together for you, you know, again, it's slightly smaller than the 300mm f4 Pro. So all in all, very positive first side. When I take off the lens, you've got quite a nice wide front element there. As I said before, the aperture at 5 to 6.3. Some people might say, well, is that really a particularly good aperture? And my argument would be absolutely, considering the lens that you've got there. You know, if you wanted to compare that to some other manufacturers to get this, you would actually have to have probably their original sort of 200mm. Canon did a 200mm f2 for a while, but you're looking here at this effectively replacing a 200mm, a 300mm, a 400mm, a 500mm, a 600mm, and an 800mm. And anybody who tries carrying around that lot of prime lenses will understand two things. One of which is the sheer weight of the lenses themselves, and the other thing is the sheer size of the overdraft you'd need to actually go out and purchase them. So this is a particularly stunning lens. As I say, it looks beautifully made. And so at this point in time, all I would point out to you is that you've got three focusing positions on there. You've got 1.3 meters to 6 meters, 6 meters to infinity, and 1.3 meters to infinity. Generally speaking, with a lens like this, you're either going to be shooting in that 1.3 to 6 metre range or 6 metres to infinity. If you're out shooting wildlife, it's very rare that as a constant thing you'll be shooting much less than 6 metres. But the 1.3 metres is actually quite important, because if it's anything like the 300mm lenses which shoots to 1.4 metres, it can produce some absolutely stunning macro type shots without the need to suddenly change lenses or do anything else. So it's giving you enormous flexibility there. Apart from nature, I can see this will be useful for some sport. Clearly you've got to watch your shutter speeds with sport, and so on that basis, you know, 5 as a maximum aperture. For really fast moving stuff you might suffer a little bit with, or very low light, but there's an awful lot of stuff where you wouldn't be shooting much wider than f5 at the best of times for sport, and so I think it very much falls into that. But as a nature lens, this really is, to my mind, something special. It's a lens that you could put on the front of your camera and only take this and the camera out there, and never really have to worry about anything else going forwards. You know, an 800mm full frame equivalent reach pretty much is as long as anybody could possibly want. But again, you know, it has so much flexibility. The ability to come down to 1.3 metres allows you to catch the smaller stuff. If you were out walking in the forest and you wanted to photograph sort of fungi or mushrooms, or perhaps a butterfly, then this would be superb for that as well. So that's the unboxing video, people. I will be testing this lens over the next week or so, and I will be providing you with lots of images from it and some real world feedback. So thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.